Hi, everyone. Dallas Piana here from Coaching Scaling Secrets. It's another Wednesday, Facebook Live. I'm here to do another presentation on ChatGPT because last week I forgot to share my screen or click share my screen. And obviously I was talking and you weren't watching what I was doing. So I thought I'd do it again. Plus, interesting enough, completely new people want to participate today. So if you're just hopping on, say hi, tell me where you're watching from. If you're watching the replay, hello to you too. And I will certainly tag anyone who has requested a tag from the event saying that you either wanted to watch the live or the replay and you just didn't get time to hop on live. That's fine. I'll tag you afterwards, and so that you can come back and watch the replay. You know, I know everyone's busy and nobody has time to stop right now at 11 o'clock on Pacific time. So that's the beauty of recordings, right? So I want to reiterate ChatGPT, what it is. So it's an open AI chat bot. Okay, so it is conditioned to respond to questions that we give it, and it would write them out for us. Now, because I'm a coach and I deal with coaches, you know, this is great for content marketing, right? So any kind of content marketing. So what do I mean by content marketing? Okay, so you could ask questions around, you know, writing sales copy for you. You could ask it to actually write a story for you, write your intro to something for you, write your bio for you, common objections. Just think about all the things that you write copy for, content for, information for, to get to market your programs and services. It actually can help in that area, kind of to jumpstart you. And that's the key. You know, you just don't want to, and I'll demonstrate this if we can get on, you know, and that's another kind of issue right now. So many people are on the platform that it only has so much capacity to hold. So, you know, you got to get on it at odd hours when other people are not on. So we'll check it out. I tried, you know, 15 minutes ago, I couldn't get on, but I want to show it. I want to talk about it and talk about how to humanize it. Okay. So basically you can ask it, you know, can you write an intro for me on blah, 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 and then it'll start to write. Okay. So that's how it works. And then you could say, could you write that intro for me, but using a very scientific, professional voice, and it would write it that way. Or you could say, could you write this intro for me in a very playful, and this is my audience, I'm dealing with professional XYZs. It would write in that voice. Okay, so you can actually, the more specific you become in the request, the more specific it will become. Otherwise, it's very generic what it gives you. It gives you very generic. But you know, sometimes that's good because, for instance, you know, you may know already the 10 tips to do XYZ. You already know, okay? But it might be interesting to put it in as a question into the search engine, into one of these chat bots, and find out what else do they talk about, because you're like, we're all kind of like, we know what we know, but the chat bot may give you information beyond what you know. And then it may kind of stimulate you to think, oh, that's an idea. Okay, I didn't think of that. So that's really what the purpose is. What I believe the purpose is that you can start out with it, asking it to give you information, and then you actually want to enhance it. So what other things can you do in content marketing? And then we'll get into other areas. So common objections, you can have it write posts for you, your bio for you, headlines. You know, you give it, you know, this is the program, write me headlines, give me 10 headlines for this program, but you have to give it, you know, some meat so that it can actually write a good headline for you. Or you can ask it to, using a particular formula, headline formula, write a headlines for you, or using particular, you know, structure to write something for you or write an outline for you. I mean, it does all kinds of things. Now, let me just move on here. I just want to pull up my email today from, I get an email every day or Monday through Friday from Stack Marketer. Love it. And so they were telling me that now Bing, Microsoft Bing and Google, and they call Google Brad, it's called, not Brad, that's what they want to change the name to. Forget what it is, are getting online also with their own AI kind of search. So let me just get in here so I can tell you what is going on. Let's see. I think this is from Bing. So in Bing, in Bing, you could create, these are just examples, create a 3-course menu for me. Help plan my special anniversary trip. So it'll give you ideas for a trip. So you can say, I'm going to Italy and I want to spend 2 days in Italy. Where should I go? And it'll list out what sites you should see. What art ideas can I do with my kids? It will give you ideas. You know, if you say, what is the age group of the age of your children? It can say, what kind of art ideas can you do from your home? It'll give you ideas. So can you help me get fit? Write a rhyming poem. Help me plan for my fishing trip. I need some help with my coding. Help me create a trivia quiz. Find me a musical festival. Help me find a pet. I need a big car. So you see, it's doing all kinds of stuff that you write it in. It's actually like a glorified search engine, but it goes much deeper than that. Not only is it giving you like articles of what's online or already sites, but it's listing out things that if you ask it to, it will write for you. Okay. So kind of cool, right? What's next, right? But there are some drawbacks to it. And I want to, let me see first. Let's see if we can get in there. Let me share my screen. Let's see if we can actually get into it. Let me share my screen. Let me get in here. Let me see if we can get in here. So see, ChatGPT is at capacity. Are you seeing this? Oh, yeah, you should be able to see this. So get notified when we're back, but you see how it's writing here. So this is one of the, write an inspirational speech about the status of ChatGPT. So it's writing an inspirational speech regarding this AI. So this is how it writes. So this is what you would write into the search engine. Okay, so there's a space bar, a search bar, and then it will provide you with information afterwards. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So, so you want to, why it's free, you try it out, create an account so that you can play with it. Eventually, they're going to charge you money for it, like $50 a month or whatever. There are others right now on the market. One is called Jasper, and I think that's like $49, $47 a month. Okay, so check it out. Now, let's just go back. Let me see, what do I have here? So here's what I did last week. I asked the question, write the problem, agitation, and solution for why coaches need a customer avatar. Okay, so that's kind of like my business. So it broke it down into problem, agitate, solution, and then it wrote this information. So let's just look at it. So coaches often struggle. Now, before we move on, let me make sure you're seeing this. I think you are. I think you are. Yeah, good, you are. Okay. So coaches often struggle to effectively target the right prospects, leading to low conversion rates and wasted time and resources. So that's kind of dry, right? So if I were to teach something on problem, agitate, and solution, I would want to turn this around and make it more personal, right? It's giving me the theory, the textbook, okay, but it's not going to connect with my reader, with my audience. So I want to make it my own. So the best way, if recently an idol of mine, a copywriting idol of mine, David Deutsch, he put together things that we need to do, 5 things we need to do to make what you get from ChatGPT or any of these chat bots your own. Is you want to humanize it. And he says, break it down into the word edits, EDITS. So we'll go through each one of this. So first one he says is E, is you want to put some emotion into what the writing that you get. Okay, you want to create a personal experience, so that demonstrates emotion, or using words that convey emotion. All right, so this certainly doesn't. You could change it to a question and say, are you someone who struggles to effectively target the right people instead of prospects, people, leading to low conversion rates and wasted time, leading to not getting anyone to sign up, and therefore you're wasting your time and your resources, racking your brain. Okay, much more emotion there. Okay, he also says the D from edits is a deja vu, which you start to see once you start asking this chat bot to respond to you, that things are becoming robotic. Okay, and you're starting to see a pattern emerge. It's like the same copy is coming out, the same words are being used. And what you want to do is you want to put your own words in, you want to switch what it's giving you and use your own words, how you would explain something, instead of this kind of textbooky way of describing something. Okay, so you want to use fresher words, newer words, because the words you're going to start to see are going to get stale. The same words are used over and over to explain something in your topic, in your subject matter. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that E, the D, and then we have the I, identify, identity. So you want to show some compassion there. Okay, you want to identify with your reader. You want to be familiar. You want to get it down on a one-to-one level. And that is really the T, is taking the prospect's perspective, right? Instead of writing general here, like all coaches, you want to ask a question. Are you someone who struggles to effectively target the right prospects? Okay. And then we can go on here to say, here's the second sentence that it gave me. Without a well-defined customer avatar, coaches are unable to create targeted marketing campaigns. Now, my audience are too new. They don't know what a marketing campaign is. Okay, so I would need to change this all around and not be so general. All right, and that takes us to the S in edits. You want to be specific. So without a well-defined customer avatar, so without defining your avatar, I might say, you are not able to zero in on the people that are best for your program. Do you see how I'm now talking the language of my audience instead of using this kind of textbooky, kind of theory up here, words, which are the copy. Rather, I want to bring it down to the level of which my audience works from, or understands from. So I want to get rid of the jargon. Okay, but this is good. I mean, it's good as far as giving me ideas what to write about. I just got to make it my own. Okay, so remember, it's edits. Edit E for emotion, put emotion in. D is watch for patterns. You want to break up the patterns. If you're seeing the same words being talked about, you want to break up the jargon. You want to identify with your reader, okay, with your audience. You want to take the prospect's position, okay, and talk to one person, not to all the coaches, but write as you're only talking or writing to one person at a time. Make it more familiar. And then S, be more specific. Okay. So let's just look at this last thing that it gave me. It gave me, by creating a customer avatar, coaches can clearly define their target audience and create marketing campaigns that speak to their ideal customers. Right? So we want to change it up and say, by defining, once you get to know who your avatar is, you will be able to write copy, write information that your ideal clients will perk up to, that will speak to them. Okay. So I want to use jargon that they understand. All right. So unfortunately, I can't put these in. What are the 7 most common objections people have to not hiring a coach to help them? It would give me 7 objections. All right. Or what are 5 tips to kick sugar cravings to the curb? It would give me the 5 tips. So let's just go back and see if we can get in again. Let's go back. Let's just see. Let me try this other. There are a couple here as far as, let me see if I can get in. Log in. Here we go. I got in. Here's another way to get in. Okay, so let's go back. Let me take this one at the bottom. Let's ask it this: 5 tips to kick sugar craving to the curb. So I go in here, I write it out. This is the playground. Okay, and I submit down here, the green button on the bottom. And let's see what happened. Oh, here we go. So it's suggesting eat a balanced diet, drink plenty of water, get enough sleep, exercise regularly, distract yourself. Okay. So let's see. Let me see. I'm going to ask it, provide an additional 5 tips to let me say, to get rid of sugar cravings in a playful tone. Submit. Remember to submit. Put your sweet tooth to sleep. That's kind of playful, right? Have a piece of fruit. Have a tea break. Enjoy a warm cup of herbal tea to help satisfy your craving while keeping you relaxed state of mind. Take a walk, play a game. So trying to change it up a bit here. Okay. So we could also go back. Let's just see, what are the 7 most common problems, objections people have to not hiring a coach to help them solve a problem. So let's just put that in, copy, paste, and submit. I always forget to press cost, fear of change, time, lack of trust, doubts, unfamiliarity, overwhelmed. So you see, maybe you had 3 or 4 of these, and this now stimulated you to think outside where you normally think and gave you more possibilities to write about. Okay. And it starts it off. So you could write a post on each one of these. Okay. Or, to handle the objection while you're in a program launch, you could definitely do that and get them ready to go. And you could say, okay, here's a tip. Let's go a little bit further here. Paste. Write a post on overwhelm being a common objection for people not hiring a coach, and how to break through this objection. Okay, let me get rid of all this other stuff. Hi, if you're on, say hi. I see a couple of you on here. So, okay, so let's see what happens. Hi, Monica. Stacy's on. New is on. So here's a post. We've all been there. You're facing a problem that seems too big to tackle on your own and you don't know where to start. You've heard that working with a coach can help, but you're overwhelmed by the idea of taking the first step. Beautiful introduction. If this sounds like you, don't worry. Feeling overwhelmed is one of the most common objections to hiring a coach. The good news is that feeling overwhelmed doesn't have to stop you from getting what you need. With the right approach and a little bit of effort, you can break through the obstacle and start working with a coach to solve your problem. The first step is to create an action plan. The next step, do you see where this is going? Do you see what's possible here? Of you guys that are on, hi, Christina. Have you been trying this? Have you started to play around with the platform? So this one, look at I'll write the website, the URL to getting in. So you have the right URL to start playing with this. So has anyone on here been playing with this at all? I'll wait a moment or two. But you see how this is taking shape? So what I would do is I would just copy this, put it onto a Google document and start editing it and enhancing it and putting more emotion into it. Although if there's quite a bit of emotion or familiarity between me and my audience in the first two paragraphs, but I certainly would change it and make it my own, okay? And that's what's possible with these new AI kind of chatbot systems, okay? Language enhancements, okay, that we're seeing everywhere. And I want you to be aware of this because more and more people are going to be using it and that it saves time, and you should be too, okay? Because I know writing content every day, a lot of us get stuck saying, what do I write about? But if you jot down your major themes, your 5 major things that you should be talking about all the time, and then you can have this platform start writing out it in different ways. So you could write the same content using tips. You could do an outline. You could talk a story post. You could do an introduction. You could do, different posts, different ways to present your content using this as a tool to help you, okay? This is like really great, really great. Hi, Aline. Yes, I played around it many times. Love it. Good, good. Do I pronounce the N? Is it new? I think it's new. Okay, good. All right. So any questions before I wrap this up today? Think we're good. Well, if you do, if you do have a question, pop it down in the group, in the comment section. Definitely will check them by the end of the day and respond to any questions I haven't answered, or just DM me, private message me. I will definitely get back to you. Okay. But start using this, start having fun with it, start seeing where you can go with it. How can it enhance your marketing? And make it easier for you and help you to save time. The less time you spend on writing content, the more time you will be actually in communication or conversations with people about your program and services, right? And that's what we want. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your week. If you are interested in getting into the next lead generation funnel, where I walk you through step by step how to build a lead magnet funnel, which is the free resource to get people's email information, how to set up that funnel. If you're interested in that and participating in the next round, just leave a message below. Funnel would be a good keyword, and I'll get back to you, because we probably will start it sometime at the end of March. end of April. So I'm creating a list of those that are interested in that. Right now, we are not even halfway through this first group, but it is going gloriously. Okay, you guys, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next week.